What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Hope you well. Listen. There might be some noise, okay? But I don't have time. Power's about to go out. I need to record quickly. So I ain't gonna wait for things to get quiet. Anyway, hope you well. Hope you as well. That's staying in. I can't edit it. Hope you wavy. I could just upload later. I don't know what the rush is. I could upload when power comes back. I'm doing a song a day challenge with a goal to drop a song a day until the end of the year. I drop 7 songs every Friday, 7 songs. I dropped a pack this past Friday. It's called the Shot Pack. I actually didn't perform a song every Friday. I'm supposed to perform a song every Friday. I'm going to perform a song today. But I'm doing something different. So instead of performing a song that's already around, I'm going to perform a song I made I literally just finished making it just now. It's quite long, it's like 4 minutes, so buckle up. But yeah, this last week, I made a promise. I'm gonna just these last 7 songs. It's because this is the last week of the Song a Day challenge. Praise God. It's been hard. It's been difficult, guys. It's been difficult. So I made a promise that in this last week I'm gonna make just gospel songs, just gospel music for these last 7 days. Shout out Lex if you're watching this. You ask, and I deliver. So the song we'll perform now is called Right After You, or Right After. I say right after in the song, but I usually pronounce it after. Let me put my phone here. Listen, whatever noise y'all hear, like, take it up with God, man. It cannot be helped. Don't even think of this as ASMR video today. Just think of it as vibes. Say just gospel music today. Oh wait, no. Let me open it this way. I'll try and give you tingles. Hopefully you get tingles regardless of all the racket. Oh. Bluetooth headphones are still on. I wonder if I can upload this video before Paul goes up. Is it possible? Yeah, let's see. What's the volume, man? Sure. Waking me up every morning. Waking me up to answer my calling. Making a way through all that's before me. I give you praise for being there for me. Playing a game, I follow the leader. I can't pretend as if I don't need you. All that I have is all thanks to you, God. I'm gonna stay wherever it is you are. Lord, you see how crazy this world is. Can you guide me through this uncertainty? Lord, I've got a couple of burdens. If it ain't too much, there's some you could share with me. I've got my feet walking right after. I've got my feet walking right after you. I've got my feet walking right after. I've got my feet walking right after you. Hand in mine, giving me power. Precious time, beautiful hours. My delight, hearing your wisdom. Angelic choir, whenever I listen. Feel my feet leaving the soil. Carry me through chaos and turmoil. Every man against me will fall down. Your mighty hand will tear every wall down. Won't you see how crazy this world is? Can you guide me through this uncertainty? Lord, I've got a couple of burdens. If it ain't too much, there's some you could share with me. I've got my feet walking right after. I've got my feet walking right after you. I've got my feet walking right after. I've got my feet walking right after you. Right after you, right after, 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 right after you. I got my feet walking right after. I've got my feet walking right after you. I got my feet walking right after you. I got my feet walking right after you. Right after. It is hot as dick. I got this like light that's like shining in my face. Oh, anyway, you shouldn't say that after a gospel song. What's wrong with me? Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, that was right after you. It'll be out next week, sometime next week. So yeah. Gospel songs this Friday. This week. I can't wait to be done, guys. I can't wait to like be finished the Song of the Challenge. It'd be a nice little thing to tick off the box. Just to say I did that at least once in my life. Will I do this again next year? We'll see. All I want to focus on is resting, and you know what happens with me? What happens is I rest. I tell myself never again, never again, never again. And then when I've rested enough, I'm like, how more extreme can I get? So what happened before was, I started off releasing songs irregularly, but I'd still release more than the average artist. And then I went like 3 songs a week. And then when I did that, I was like, you get tired. 3 songs a week, I was fine. I wasn't really tired. But then I was like, 5 songs. Can I do 5? And then I remember like when I was done for the year doing 5 songs a week. I did that for like a couple of months. I didn't do 5 songs a week for a long time. I did for like a couple of months, but then I got to the end of the year and I was like, I'm done. I'm so tired. It's so exhausting. That was just a couple months. And then I rested, right? And I was like, I'm not releasing music for a while. It's going to be a long time before it. But then after the first few weeks, you just recover. And then it's like, okay, I can start again. Like I can just start again. And then when it's time to start again, you're like, how extreme are we making this? Because I feel like I could do 5 songs a week again, but I feel like I can do more. Like you want to test yourself, you want to see how far you can push yourself. So then I ended up doing a song a day, and I was like, what if because look, Russ is one of my inspirations in terms of not necessarily his sound, but more so his career model. He's independent. He releases a lot of music, and he's just a cool guy. And I was like, he did a song a week thing that made him blow up. And I was like, imagine if I, just for the fun of it, just as a chat, not necessarily to blow up, but more so just as a flex. Imagine if I said I did a song a day, because he did a song a week. And people are like, oh my God, that's crazy, you did a song a week. And they're like, that's incredible work ethic. I was like, imagine I took that to the utmost extreme and said a song a day. And I did it. Look at me. Guys, like, who's done this? Who do you know that's done this? This is actually wild. People don't release 300 songs in their entire careers, let alone in a year. There are not many artists that have 300 songs in their entire catalog. It's not that many artists that have that many songs in their catalog. It's rare. So to say in a year I did that, and y'all are my witness. Were they bad songs? Were they like rushed microwave? Was it microwave music, or was it like songs? You be real with me now. You can be honest. I don't think it was microwave music. I think it was proper music. I think I spent a lot of time thinking about lyrics, stressing myself out, trying to get the perfect vocal takes, just putting in work. If you hear a baby crying in the background, like, remember, we're muscling through it. There is no time to be like, oh no, let me pause and wait for the baby to stop crying. There's someone that just told, shouting at the baby to keep quiet. That doesn't work with babies. They're babies. They don't know what's going on. So if you shout at the baby, you're just going to make the baby cry even more. Suffer. Just allow it to soak in and penetrate your spirit and frustrate you. It's be human. Enjoy it. What was I even saying? I went on a large tangent just now. I have no idea what I was saying, to be honest. There's a helicopter that's gonna make a bunch of noise just now. What the fuck was I saying? I was saying something about music. Song of the day challenge. Oh yeah, so the music wasn't rushed. Writing lyrics. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm always trying to think of how can I change that bar? How can I make that more poetic? How can I make that more cool? Production, I'm handling all my production myself. So it's like I'm producing every single beat, mixing everything, mastering everything. It's all me, guys. Everything you're hearing is me. So, you know, like, yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Oh, one thing I don't, so with my production, if you hear like live instrumentation, what else can I tap on here? Live instrumentation I usually get from splice.com. They provide samples and loops and stuff like that are royalty free. You pay them a subscription and you get royalty free sounds. So like if I want like a live guitar loop, so like for example the bass you heard in this song just now, I got from Splice. So it's not me playing the bass. I actually don't know how to play a physical instrument. But like the violin, that was a digital violin, so that was me. And the other string instruments, the other guitar, that was also me, but that was also digital. But the bass, that was a live bass, and I get the loop from Splice. The trick is with Splice, the only, in the terms and conditions they say, like, you can't just use a loop and then post to the loop and then call it yours. So if I just took that bass and just posted a 2-minute loop of that bass and said, and then titled it as a song, that would be a whack song, number one. Like, who would listen to this simple bass line over and over again for 2 minutes or something like that? But also it's like, that would be copyright infringement. You have to add something of your own to it to make it a new property. So yeah, even if I just took that bass and just sang over it, it's a new property now. It's mine. But if I just took the bass and just posted it online, that would be copyright infringement. So what I do with Splice is I always get a loop well, not always. Sometimes I do everything myself from scratch. I did that. I've done that a lot this year. There was a period of time where I didn't pay them. I couldn't pay them, so I had no choice but to do everything myself. That happened for like, was that 2 months? I think I did. I can't remember how long that period of time was. It might have been a month. I think it was like a month. No, it might have been less than a month. Maybe like 2-3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, I think it was. I have no idea how long that period of time was, but it was quite long. Just programming everything myself. But generally, if I am using Splice, what I do is I get the sample because I don't like, generally speaking, I don't like copy pasting a sample. What I do is I manipulate it. There's different ways to manipulate a sample. You can chop it up. So let's say this is the sound. You can chop this piece and take the piece at the end, or take the piece at the middle, or any piece at any point, and rearrange things so it sounds different, and you can create a cool new sound that way. So I like to do that sometimes. Sometimes I like to pitch it down. So if let's say it's at this key, I can pitch it down to this key, so it sounds like lower. Or you can change it to any key within that scale, really. But I generally just pitch it all the way down. Or you can add a flanger. How do you describe flanging? It adds like, I don't even know what words to use. It sounds like it's being phased through a tube, sort of. Like the sound is passing through a tube. I don't know if that's a nice way of this. There's sort of an echo to it. There's sort of like there's this warbling sound, sort of, that sounds like it's passing through a tube when you add a flanger. There's a filter I use with this preset, this specific preset. I don't want to give away the name because then I'm giving away my secrets. Should I? Nah, I'll keep it to myself. It's a Jane's secret. Production secret. I can't give you all the sauce. Guys. I can't give you all the sauce. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I generally do with samples, just to make it my own. And also, you can avoid situations where someone uses the same sample as you, because this is a website with thousands of producers around the world are getting samples and loops from them. So if you're just copy pasting, there's a chance that there's another song that's going to sound like yours, at least production wise, or at least there's going to be that identifiable sample. And then someone will be, hey, I've heard that before. Where did I hear that? So to avoid that, I usually manipulate the sample in some way. And also for my pride, just to say, like, I didn't just copy paste. But sometimes, guys, the sample is so good that you just have to leave it alone. Don't mess with it. Don't try to do too much. Because then it starts to feel artificial, like you start to mess with a really beautiful piece of music that this person made. Sometimes it does not need any help. Just leave it alone. But that's rare. Those type of samples that's just like just pristine, just beautiful guitar, beautiful piano, whatever it is. Those ones that just demand to be left alone, like, those are rare. I have to fuck with it in some sense. I guess it's also subjective in terms of what constitutes a sample that does not need any manipulation. There was a mosquito just now, and it escaped. My mom is great with killing mosquitoes. She never misses. She's insane. My mom is a ninja. Her senses are just... She's not human. She's just different, dude. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm like a fucking squirrel, dude. I get so distracted. Oh yeah, samples. Yeah, so I usually manipulate my samples. So yeah, this particular song had the bass sample, but then there were two other instruments, and so the bass was a sample, and the two other instruments were me. I programmed those myself. But there's still a lot of work that goes into it. And then obviously the vocals is all me, the writing is all me. So there's a lot that goes into it that makes the song my song, and no one can claim it as their song or whatnot. It's been a crazy year, guys. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of thinking outside the box. Oh, I want to say, another great thing about samples, it helps you start a song. So sometimes when you're doing a song a day, it's hard to think of new ideas, in terms of production at least. It's hard to, you'd be thinking like, what am I going to make today? But then you just go on Splice and you go through the different genres, you find different instruments, whatever, and then you press play, and then you hear a sound, and you get inspiration, and that becomes the song of the day. So you can get a Spanish guitar, some beautiful Spanish guitar loop, or some Brazilian samba, or some Indian drums, or some classical piano. There's so much different stuff. Some saxophone, some horns, so many different things to inspire you, which makes it easier, because when you're doing a song every single day for basically a year, you need every ounce of inspiration you can get. And I'm so proud of the fact that all the songs, like the songs I've produced this year, guys, so diverse. Like if you're just to listen to if there was a way, yeah, I had to pause for that one because that car was loud. There is a way. If you just decided to start from the first song I released at the beginning of this year and just listened to the last one I'm going to release, what you'd notice, damn it, it got away again. Anyway, what you'd notice is that it's a journey. Like the variety is crazy. I keep mixing it up. Obviously, there's only so many genres I can approach effectively. At least I've touched house. Within the spectrum of house, I've dibbled and dabbled with different types of house. I've done rap. Obviously, I'm a rapper first and foremost. So with I've touched every version of rap there is. I think maybe not every version, but yeah. The R&B, of course, the different variations of R&B and different types of alternative rock. I've done rock. Within rock, I've done the metal and the soft rock, the indie rock. I've done I'm gonna stop pausing because yeah, it is what it is. I've done blues. I've done what do you call what Frank Sinatra does? Whatever the fuck that is, I did that. Frank Sinatra genre. It's like jazz, swing. What? Classic pop? It's jazz. Swing. Okay, I've been all over the place, guys. I've been all over the place. Afro beats, dancehall. I didn't touch reggae because I was just like, no ways, I'm not doing reggae. This is because I was gonna sound foolish. I don't have the Jamaican patois unlock, and I'm not about to do some. And it's hard to sound convincing on. Listen, that's just an excuse. I'm sure I could have found a way. I believe in myself. I could have found a way to make it work. I just didn't feel like doing it, to be honest. I didn't feel like. Maybe one day. Yeah. I can always do it next year. And I can make it good too. But I've dabbled and dabbled with so many different genres. You have to. It's 300 songs. You have to experiment. Otherwise, you're gonna sound repetitive and boring. People are gonna get bored. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And what I like is, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you made it this far. Mosquito disappeared. But what I liked, let me know if you had the same experience. Like, you don't know what to expect. Obviously, I made this song, so I kind of know what to expect. But you forget what you made. So when you're listening to like old packs that came out earlier in the year, you're listening. You don't know what song is coming next. Like, you don't know like what is he gonna do next. I listen to myself as a fan. On my Spotify Wrapped, I was my most listened to artist. You know, your Spotify Wrapped, it tells you the artists you listened to the most this year. I was number one on my own list of artists I listen to because I'm that much. I like my music that much. I listen to myself all the time, and not just like to critique myself, just as a fan, just to enjoy my own music because I genuinely like what I put out. And part of the experience for me is not knowing like what song is coming next, what sound is going to be, what genre, what is he going to be talking about. It's very pleasant. My goal next year is to be more mature in my subject matter. I was mature this year, but I feel like there's still more for me to explore, more topics. Also, this year I wasn't moving around a lot. I wasn't doing a lot, so I didn't have a lot to talk about in terms of life. So my hope is I can travel, meet people. I might not do song a day, but what I might do next year is just albums. The song a day thing I might never do that again. We'll see. We'll see. You don't know what the future holds. I hope this mosquito isn't chewing me, eating me up. I'll be slow. Let me go, guys, because there's a mosquito flying around. And yeah, anyway, I like to pray at the end of my video just to impart peace and blessing, all that good stuff. So, dear God, thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them whole, making them unique. Thank you for guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, purpose. Thank you that you've blessed them with great people in their life, for taking care of them and loving them and bringing the best out of them, introducing new people to do the same thing for them. Thank you that you bless this person with the spirit of gratitude so that they can give thanks for what they have, and through giving thanks, they can attract more blessings. So, good health, long life, and happiness for this person and all the people they care about. In my name, I pray in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.